What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to another Warframe video. It's good to be back. Been off for like a week here with some health issues and stuff like that. So, we're back. We're going to go over the full patch notes for the Echoes of War update. This came out on all platforms. Maybe not Switch, I don't know. And it's got basically a new Hildren skin, some new Augments, some new Tenogen, and you can replay the new war. A couple other little bug changes here and there, but overall, not a huge update. We've currently also got, Star Days will be out here in 2 hours. Keep in mind, when I'm recording this video, we're about 2 hours out from that Star Days holiday vendor. We're going to go over all the important stuff of these patch notes, and yeah, if you enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button and all that. I really appreciate you guys sticking out with me over these last couple of months. Alright, so, the patch notes for the Echoes of War, and yeah, the fact that it's called Echoes of War should just show you it's not really supposed to be a groundbreaking update. I'm going to give you like the Cliff Notes version of this. Basically, this tab right here, you can replay the new war. When you do replay the new war, mini spoilers right now. The final choice at the end, where you have the choice of 4 different skins, basically, that will not change your actual choice you made as far as the game is concerned. It will just let you pick another option and be like, oh, that's what happens if you pick that option. So, no real long-term repercussions if you replay and pick a different character at the end. That's just how it is. So, we've also got the new Tenogen skins. But also, if you're trying to get the new Soma Chord fragments, they come from the open world, Plains of Eidolon and Orb Valis, the Narmer version, which I don't think you can turn those off, so that's just permanent. We've got some new Tenogen skins. We're going to do a full display of all of those right now. So we've got the Harrow Sentient skin, Agalith skin by Guzmo, pretty cool. I'm going to probably stick with Harrow Grax, but I do like this one a lot, potentially cool. Now, the Wisp actually got 2 skins, and she's getting 2 more next drop. So we've got the Wisp Psycho Rack skin is by Volbjorn, my favorite Tenogen artist. This is actually the one I'm showing right now is the Celestis skin by Aqualuz. Pretty okay, but I'd say if I'm going to buy one of these, I'm going to go for the Psycho Rack skin. This infested bone mohawk skull thing looks awesome. Also has an energy effect on the chest area. So really good job by Volbjorn. One of my favorite Tenogen artists. Made that infested ash skin I use all the time. Made the infested Grendel skin I kind of wanted to buy if Grendel was a little bit better. So yeah, those are 2 pretty good Wisp skins. I'd highly recommend those, honestly. And then the Titania Pixialis skin by Kekarat 2812. I think this skin looks kind of dorky, but hey, if you think it looks cool, go for it. Basically a sentient skin for Titania. We've also got the Cyandanas. So we've got the Fey Cyandana by Malaya and JD, which is... it is what it is. Keep in mind, after this display is that I'm going to show you the new Hildren skin that came out, as well as the Hildren Deluxe Axe skin. They call it Axe skin, but there's actually no axes in this game, so it's more of a heavy blade skin. So yeah, the rest of the stuff here, we've got the sign. I think that sign looks okay. The spiky one, the Loprosis. They just can't pick normal names in this game, can they? But I'm probably not going to buy any of these Cyandanas, to be honest. I have plenty of Cyandanas. And then there's that one looks okay. Had some clipping issues, but that's just this game in a nutshell, is this clipping issues. And the last one is the Eklis Cyandana. Now this one actually looks pretty cool in the picture, but then you equip it and they're like, oh, that's it? So, then there's also a 2-handed Nakana skin, which is, that's a pretty niche weapon type. Like, not a lot of those weapons exist, but, they look pretty cool, so. And the skin looks really nice for the 2-handed Nakanas. We've also got a a shoulder armor part by Led 2012 and Lex 182. It's actually really nice shoulder armor, but I'm actually not sure. I've never bought shoulder armor in this game. Do I get the left and the right if I buy this $3 thing? Or is this just modern gaming, you get to buy the left and the right shoulder pads for $3 each? If you guys know, let me know in the comments down below, because I'd really appreciate knowing that. But yeah, as far as the Hildren skin, it is chonky. It's the Einherry skin. It's a 225 plat bundle. It comes with a Cyandana and a heavy blade skin, if you have those. And keep in mind, if you don't buy the bundle, you don't get the Cyandana and the heavy blade. If you pay 165 plat for just the Hildren skin, that's all you get is the Hildren skin. And here's what it looks like. Well, that's actually the DE picture. Here's what it looks like in game. So this is just with like random energy colors. So it looks pretty awesome. You have like an energy body made out of shields, I guess, and like there's like a metal frame, kind of like that's like a really That's like hardly anything holding her leg together. That's interesting. And then the skin for the heavy blades is this one, very energy focused. There's also a Cyandana as well, but I am definitely not going to be able to figure out what it's called because they're just... I can look it up. The Brizzing Cyandana. So there's so many Cyandanas it's hard to even remember which one's which. It looks okay. I don't know if I'd actually rock it, but yeah, it's okay. So yeah, if you want to get this, that is currently in game, and you can buy it for Platinum. All right, going over the rest of these patch notes, we're going to basically just give you the stuff that actually matters. There's 4 new augments. One of them is for Frost, and he gets increased crit chance and crit damage on enemies fully frozen. Remember, fully frozen means basically they got hit by his 4 or his 1. Cold procs do not fully freeze enemies, so the situation where these enemies will be frozen are not as much as you'd think. So I kind of wish they would have changed this one from the test cluster, but they did not change this one from the test cluster. It's exactly the same as it was before. Gauss's Thermal Sunder Augment Mod Thermal Transfer. This potentially might be a meta augment, especially for arbitrations buffing the Kuva Ogress. Oh, by the way, guys, the Kuva Ogress had a visual change where now the Kuva Ogress Nightwatch Napalm and like normal Ogress Nightwatch Napalm, it takes energy colors. So if you use black energy now, you will no longer blind your teammates with the Kuva Ogress. As you can see right here, you can't even see the fire. I've got Nightwatch Napalm equipped. But with great power comes great responsibility. You can also make it even more blinding than before by making the energy white or pink or really annoying yellow. So expect pink fire to be all over the place because DE wanted... They couldn't just make it not hurt your eyes. They had to make it also hurt your eyes a lot at the same time. So yeah, that's actually pretty good. And yeah, the Kuva Ogress, I'll be rocking it a lot as usual. So yeah, just going over the rest of these augments though, like I think that Gauss augment will be really good for buffing the Kuva Ogre. So there's basically 2 elemental damage mods in itself. You put the fire ring on the ground, increases elemental damage for allies in the area. You put the ice ring down, and they can combine together to double the augment. It's basically like getting an augment and a half in one. So let's just show what I'm talking about. So let's go to, I think Saren has this. So for example, there's mods like Venom Dose and yeah, this is perfect. Smite and Fusion, so increased elemental damage for allies in the area by 100%. The Gauss augment they just added is 75%, but there's 2 different aspects to it. So it's basically like getting 1.5 of these for 1 mod space. But instead of radiation damage, it will be fire and ice damage. So you're getting 150% elemental damage. Keep in mind, this is affected by power strength too. So on this power strength, we get 189% buff to Smite and Fusion, and we've also got Venom Dose. So you could potentially replace Smite and Fusion with Thermal Transfer, and that will be more damage technically. So that might be really, really good. Arbitrations already are basically melted down. We'll probably get that video out eventually. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. Really, really good. The rest of these though, not looking too hot. We've basically got Despoil for Grendel, where instead of energy drain per second, his eat attack will drain health per second. So, you know, it exists. You know, if you use like Gloom or something on Grendel, you can, you know, keep that going potentially. But I want some more changes to the Grendel. I want duration increases on his buffs. I want other things, not just Despoil, which takes a mod spot. So you might like it. If you're a Grendel player, you might like it. But I don't want it to subsume on a healing ability on Grendel. I usually use Roar or Spectro Siphon or something like that. So not really going to be a go-to for me personally. We might still try it out. And here's the only augment that got changed from the test cluster, and it was a nerf, hilariously. So, Yareli's Surging Blades augment for Aqua Blades. Keep in mind, this is her Helmet ability, and for Gauss, Thermal Sunder is his Helmet ability as well. So these augments can be used on other frames as well. Press the 3 to hurl a Aqua Blade, which gives 10% increased damage per enemy hit by your Aqua Blades. No cost to throw while riding Merlina. So, what happened since the test cluster? Basically, they added an energy cost to throw the glaive. So the way that the Surging Aqua Blades works is basically you hit an enemy with the Aqua Blades, it gives you increased damage, and then you throw the Aqua Blade and it's like a mini glaive pretty much. The problem with this is it requires you to be playing Yareli or have Aqua Blades subsumed, and in basically every situation, just subsuming Roar onto your frame is going to be much better than using this ability. Weapons are much better than Aqua Blades in basically every situation, so... Yeah, it's not going to make me play Yareli. It's hilarious that this is the only change they made to any of the augments from the test cluster. But yeah, thank you, testers. I appreciate you. TLDR, this adversary lich change right here. Basically, it's going to make getting the specific weapon you want from the Kuva lich, and the Corpus lich for that matter, less annoying. So let's say I want to get the Tenant Detron. I'm like, oh, I almost have it at 60%. I just need one more Tenant lich to get the Detron to max level. What you can do is you can just, it's basically a knockout list. I would go and hunt down the Larvaling to get the lich started in the first place on Hydra. I'd do the song and dance. When the Larvaling appears, it's like, I have an Archiplasmor. I'd be like, I don't want that. I'd run past the Larvaling, get to extraction. That is a knockout list. Now it will not show an Archiplasmor until I've killed another lich, or until I've gone through every single weapon in the lich list. So basically, if I wanted Detron, I'd pass up the Archiplasmor, I'd go for the next one, the second one, same mission. It's a Tetra this time. I don't want the Tetra. Tetra's now in the knockout list with the Archiplasmor. So it's a process of elimination until you get what you want, which helps a lot. It kind of makes you think, why was this not here at launch? But that's just these updates in a nutshell. It's like, they basically make it less annoying like 6 months down the road. So, yeah, hey, at least it's happening now, right? We've got the Star Days and the Tenno Bomb combined into one event. TLDR here, lol, they actually re-added the Wing Ephemera that is actually currently a level 4 Nightwave reward. So, I honestly don't even understand why they did this, but if you, for some reason, did not hit rank 4 with Nightwave to get this thing, you can buy this from Ticker for, whatever they're called, debt bonds. Hooray. The only new things in the Holiday Vendor are going to be some glyphs. So we've got the Clem and Nova glyph, which I actually kind of like that one. You got the New Ortis Heart glyph and the Yareli Heart glyph. They've also horrifically changed the Ticker floof to now talk to you in your ship. So you could just go ahead and throw those through the airlock right now. But do keep in mind there is a Valentine's Day color picker for 1 credit. That's pretty good. Also, the Tenno Bomb items have been added to Ticker's offerings. You can just buy this stuff. Frostfall Ephemera, Solstice Skiajati skin, Solstice X Ultra skin. So there you go. They're going to be doing a Tenno Bomb gifting celebration on their dev stream on February 10th. So that's tomorrow. If you want to watch that, be my guest. Some new dojo additions. These actually look really cool. We got a new forest room and a underwater room for the dojos. This looks really awesome. If I knew anything about decorating dojos, I'd probably make a forest right now. So we'll see. Maybe I'll start working on that. So dojo decorators, enjoy that. We've got some legendary. The legendary rank 2 test is now available. So if you didn't know this, basically, if you were a founder, you could have hit legendary rank 2, basically MR32, last month. But hilariously, DE forgot to add the master rank test to the game. So they've actually added the master rank test to the game now. So I can hit legendary rank 2 at the same time founders can, because I actually think I have enough rep for it now. Or maybe I might be a couple weapons off. We'll have to see. But basically, you can see some legendary rank 2 people walking around pretty soon. If I have enough rep to hit it, expect that to be coming out very soon from me as well. Let's actually see. I might be wrong here. I have everything in the game mastered besides one item. So 14,000. Okay, so I think I might need like 1 or 2 more weapons to hit max rank, because the last weapon I haven't used or gotten is the Tenant Exec, right? Oh, the Sirocco. This is I have maxed this out, but it's saying it's not maxed out for some reason. So whatever. I actually don't have this weapon, so some mastery right there. So maybe I won't hit legendary rank 2 because I wasn't here like when the founder thing was available. So whatever. Going on the last couple of things here that are somewhat important. We got some new operator cosmetic stuff. We've got the so here's a big thing. They said that they actually changed the galvanized condition overload mods. If you remember my mini rant video from a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you've done this, DE. This is like 8 months out. The galvanized CO mods don't work on half this stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure it does work on the Amprex. So this is just me showing. This mod, they said it apparently works. Maybe some things slid through the cracks, but they're claiming it does work on most projectile stuff now. Let's actually see their exact quote here. I'm going to Control F galvanized. Okay, here we are. So, fixed the galvanized mod damage bonus not functioning for numerous projectile weapons. So I'm guessing that means that they fixed it on the weapons it was working too well on. So basically weapons like Archiplasmor, Nanorook, stuff like that. So don't expect your like easy like multi-million damage from the Archiplasmor now, but we'll see. And they've also like hopefully fixed it not working on the weapons that didn't work on at all, like the Astilla Prime. If it works on the Astilla Prime, expect an Astilla Prime revisited video in the future, because I actually think that thing was borderline actually good, but Galvanized CO not working on it was a big damper on things. As far as the rest of the stuff here, we've got, just some quality of life changes, some UI fixes. Deimos looks a lot easy. It's easier to look at now, like a lot less red, I guess. So that's what they were going for. Nice there. A nice little immersion thing. The Orb Valis, so the Venus open world for the Corpus. Now the random little animal guys, they're walking around in the open world. We'll make it hopefully feel more alive. I really like that change. Probably should have been there at launch. But if you still want to get the rare versions of these animals, you still need to hunt them down in the normal animal hunt. All right, so I think that's basically it here. There's a couple little things, like they buffed the drop rate of Mark II and Mark III weapons from Corpus dropships, or Corpus cruise ships in Railjack missions. Enemies will spawn more reliably in bounties. That's really good. Amalgam Firax body count now does blast procs and staggers. That's like some leftover spaghetti code from when they changed blast procs to not do knockdowns anymore, so that's good. I used the Amalgam Firax body count mod a lot, increasing the AoE with my Ogress, so very, very good there. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. The Null Prime and the Scourge Prime still have really high Riven Dispo, so that's nice. Yeah, that's pretty much the update for you guys. Now, we are expecting a big update next month. We're expecting the Angels of Zeramon update next month. DE claims there's 2 new game modes, which is super weird because they've never added 2 new game modes to the game at the same time. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe that's true. Maybe they're both actually good new game modes. Endless Mobile Defense is a lot of people's guess. I think that could be utilized properly if they actually know what they're doing. And maybe new game mode means raid. That's some copium right there. But yeah, I'm going to post a full patch notes in the description if there's anything I missed. If there's anything exciting I missed, let me know in the comments down below as well. One other thing, like Lavos now, if you recast Lavos 2, it erupts the pools or something like that. So maybe mini nuke Lavos potential. Yeah, this is the game, guys. This is what they give us. You're probably playing Lost Ark or Dying Light 2 right now, or getting ready for Witch Queen or Elden Ring. So, well, hopefully D can, pull out all the stops and get us back in there. But, they don't really owe us anything is what some of you guys are going to say, so whatever. All right, guys, hope you found the video helpful. I'm going to be making videos. So here's the thing. I'm going to try to get back to daily uploads, but they're not going to be at 5:30 a.m. every day like they were. The reason I was uploading videos at 5:30 a.m. every day is because that's when for my old job, what time I was getting to work at. I wanted to be able to check comments right when I got to work. But now that I don't work there anymore, I'm just going to upload videos like the olden days where I'm like, all right, video's done, it's going up. So that means I'll be able to respond to you guys' comments and read them more often and, interact with you guys more. And, it's not going to be like, oh, well, yep, I got to fit my strict schedule of just 5:30 a.m. uploads every day in here. It will be more organic feeling, and that's kind of how I've always wanted the channel to be. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for the continued support, guys. I will see you later on the live stream channel and all that. And yeah, I really appreciate the support. It really means a lot. Take it easy, guys. Peace.